you've moved so well that any member contributing has a lot of ease now knowing what this bulky report is about. In fact, I dare tell you, in a number of jurisdictions, a decision would be made straight away. And that really helps not just the House, but also informs the Kenyans watching the proceedings is engaged in. So let me first recognize the Honorable Njeri Maina, referred to outside the House as Gitungati. And she has refused to of course, tell the House what that font name means. Honorable Njeri Maina, proceed.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. The name Gitungati means true servant of the people, and it is my honor to carry that sacred duty. Honorable Speaker, allow me to thank the Chair and the committee for a very well-detailed document that espouses the issues that are bedeviling our parastatals and state agencies. Honorable Speaker, the very good Member of Parliament, Honorable Wanyonyi, has said corruption, corruption, corruption. Honorable Speaker, just recently, we have seen the Auditor General flag loss of more than Kenya shillings 9 billion from the e-Citizen platform. A platform that is a one-stop shop for all government services. And I wonder for how long, Honorable Speaker, we will speak about corruption in this country without measures being put in place, without action being taken against the perpetrators of economic violence against this great nation. Honorable Speaker, our youth, our young people are languishing in poverty. They have no opportunities for employment because they are those that seek to drain this country of its resources to the very end of it. Honorable Speaker, allow me to highlight the issues of the Child Welfare Society of Kenya, a very important saga that is mandated with protection, the welfare, the care of our children. Honorable Speaker, in light of the BBC expose, it is so disheartening to watch that in this day and age, we have failed as a country to protect our young children from sexual exploitation. Children as young as 10-year-olds.
Yeah, the Honorable Njeri Maina, I regret, permit me to interrupt, just to intervene in your contribution and welcome a visiting institution which is seated in the public gallery. Honorable members, we have in the public gallery Chemalal Sunshine School from Konoin constituency in the Great Bomet County. On my own behalf and on behalf of the National Assembly, the students, their teachers, and the entire institution is welcome to this house to observe the proceedings. Thank you very much. Honorable Njeri, you can now proceed.
Honorable Speaker, the Child Welfare Society is a very integral part of the very foundations of the future that we seek to be better for our children. Honorable Speaker, you just need to take a walk in Nairobi CBD, where you will find young girls as young as 6, 7, who should be school-going children, that even on days when they should be in school, Honorable Speaker, they are begging on our streets. If you take a keener look into the issue, you'll find that there's someone always at the end of the street who seems to be the one running the show and getting the proceeds that the children raise. Honorable Speaker, why are we allowing this? When children should be in school, when children should be doing perhaps even extracurricular activities that their age mates do, they are being subjected to inhumane acts, Honorable Speaker, to exploitation where they are being recorded for sex, trafficking, to entertain adults. Honorable Speaker, we must ask ourselves as a nation, and we have heard the able chair tell us that funds that had been allocated to the Child Welfare Society of Kenya, the Treasury deemed it necessary to take away those funds and allocate or reallocate them to another vote head. How then is a welfare society mandated to protect our children supposed to operate, Honorable Speaker? Even as we raise the issues of governance, we must fully equip necessary parastatals like these ones to ensure that they can execute their mandate and execute it as per the requirements and the current needs of our nation. Honorable Speaker, my attention is also drawn to NSSF. We have seen recently an audit report where the Auditor General has indicated that over 16 billion Kenya shillings has been lost and is unaccounted for by NSSF. Retirees, Honorable Speaker, they work for many years, saving their mega earnings so that they can have an easier life, access to health care services, so that they can be able to put a meal on the table. But then we have an institution that is so diabolically corrupted, so hell-bent on impoverishing retirees, that, Honorable Speaker, you would be very shocked to learn that over 900 million was paid, apparently wrongfully, to KRA as tax revenue, even after they were tax exempt. Who is responsible for this? That is negligence, Honorable Speaker, and someone must be held to account. I mean, these are both government agencies, KRA and NSSF. So to say that they were unaware that they should not be remitting any tax means that they have failed in their job in protecting the mega savings of retirees. Honorable Speaker, further, they invested Kenya shillings 115 million on a parcel of land, and that title has now been revoked. Honorable Speaker, even a first-year law student will tell you that you have to do due diligence before you purchase any property. It is incumbent upon the buyer to do and execute the duty of due diligence. The Auditor General further flags investment into government bonds that have derogated the fund further and taken away from the bonuses that retirees should be receiving. Honorable Speaker, as a House, and we have heard from the report, we cannot be blind to this. Someone must be held to account. If it is a veil, it must be taken off, and the person who has made those investments that have costed the Kenyan retiree, the persons who are culpable of negligence must refund those monies to the Kenyan retirees, Honorable Speaker, so that in old age, Honorable Speaker, because both you and I will be old at some point, we can be able to afford a kg of rice, and because I don't think we will be having teeth then, Honorable Speaker, at a certain age, so that we can be able to have an easier life and access health care and other social amenities. Honorable Speaker, I commend the committee once again, and I applaud them, and I say that other committees should learn from this very esteemed committee. Thank you, Honorable Speaker.
Thank you, Gitungati. The Honorable Rindikiri Mugambi, the MP for Buri, will now speak. The Honorable Rindikiri Mugambi will now speak.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I don't know the point of order my colleague want to bring up. If it's related to the contributor, she has already sat down. Mr. Speaker,
the Honorable Eric Muchangi, my silence means I've not recognized you.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
So you will remain quiet until I do.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
If you continue, the consequences are also in the standing order.
Mr. Speaker, we have something in common with Karemba. Me, I'm natural. His was fixed. So most likely he's wondering what this man who has a gray hair speaking in front of him at is a dignified member.
May Honorable Eric Muchangi approach the Speaker. Order. Honorable Eric Muchangi, approach the Speaker.
Mr. Speaker, let me first of all take this opportunity to congratulate the chairman and the committee for presenting a very well-detailed report. Mr. Speaker, my observation from this report is as follows. One, this report has brought out very clearly the failure by various organizations here quoted in terms of governance. Mr. Speaker, governance is essential, in particular running of government businesses and even private sector businesses. Setting the correct systems under which these organizations are governed and operated. Mr. Speaker, when we have a mechanism that is not producing results of the goals that it was desired, it shows that organization is on the path of death. Mr. Speaker, the principles of corporate governance applies to these institutions: National Social Security Fund, the Communication Authority, Child Welfare Society, SESLA, and the Kenya Institute for Public Policy Research and Analysis. Mr. Speaker, these are very, very important institutions. NSSF, the organization charged with the responsibility of investing our savings. If anything, I didn't expect that this organization will be put in this criteria of because it's not performing, of an organization that has been brought out that it is not compliant to corporate governance. And that tells me there's a problem with the people charged with running this organization. It is not the issue of dread appointment. There is a CEO who is in charge of the operations of the government, of the institution. The board is an advisory board. But technically, the staff handed by the CEO are the ones in charge of day-to-day mechanisms of running the organization. Mr. Speaker, all these institutions are run by law, State Corporation Acts, NSSF, Communication Authority, all of them, they are running under Act. So they cannot run away. The most unfortunate thing is, Mr. Chairman, you note that these are they are dread reports. They are coming 5 years late. We don't know what has happened between 2020 and 2025. Meaning, we have a deeper problem. And we cannot pretend. Mr. Speaker, NSSF is supposed to be investing my money for my retirement. But we are hearing money is coming out. They don't even know what they are supposed to pay and when and how. Surely. His Excellency the President is trying to bring a policy where we need to enhance savings. But the literature that these people are given, they are misusing. Mr. Speaker, what I didn't hear from the committee, and Mr. Chairman, you excuse me if really you did bring it out, what action that need to be taken against the people handling these kind of activities. It should come out. You need to tell Kenyans that you have recommended these people to be prosecuted, not to be reprimanded. These are people who need to exit the institutions. Mr. Speaker, Communication Authority. The Communication Authority is the organization charged with the responsibility of entire networks, communications, everything. But it is being now brought up in areas of inefficiency. I think something is not wrong. And this is not the issue of government. It is specific people charged with the responsibilities who are not executing their responsibilities effectively. Mr. Speaker, Children Welfare Society, excuse me, our children. We should not even be discussing. These are things that I call automatic. They need to be funded automatic. Any sane accounting officer, any principal secretary, any CS, when it comes to the matters of our children, that need to be given a first priority. Mr. Speaker, truly, do we understand our moral responsibilities for our children when we hear an institution that is changed with our people, our children, is not funded properly? I think we have a problem, and we need to speak. Mr. Speaker, I'm shocked. That's Sasila, where again we put our savings. Something is wrong. Something is wrong. One principle of good governance is accountability, transparency. We need to have effective institutions that are operating. So basically, Mr. Speaker, these organizations are frauded. Actually, they need to be removed from first category of institution to a third category, downgraded. And something need to be taken seriously. Kenya Institute of Policy. The Kenya Institute of Policy is the one in charge of making policies and advising the government in this country. Now they cannot operate. They can't advise who is supposed to own the land. I mean, something is serious here. Now we can't have the government fighting itself. We can't have a very serious institution charged with the policy and research, the one that is recommending how we need to operate, being denied accessibility of our land where they need to put up their headquarters. What are we talking about? Something is seriously wrong. Why can't we have somebody who is denied them entry arrested? Yes. They need to be arrested or called upon. If we have the end of public service, what is his responsibility if he can't intervene on something like this? This is why we are saying the government is performing, but there are people charged with responsibilities, and they are not taking their responsibility very seriously. Mr. Speaker, I think time has come, as we forge ahead, to prove the government is working, the people bringing this government down.
Give
Yes.
Honorable Indikiri.
What we are saying, the government is doing whatever it can.
Honorable, I have not made a decision on your request. You will have 2 minutes. Yeah, because you are making very critical contributions.
Mr. Speaker, we are blaming the government for ABCD, but it is not William Ruto. It is not the deputy president. It is specific people that they have given responsibility who are letting him down. Every day we are talking about NSSF, encouraging people to save. But now we are contributing more, so we are not very sure what this organization is doing. Mr. Speaker, I truly believe that some of these are committed economic crimes, particularly the CEOs have committed economic crimes. And someone who cannot, they should save their face. If they can't manage, let them exit. They are letting the government down. And we should call them openly in the broad daylight. We can't encourage people to save, and then somebody else is misusing. We can't account for money, and they are rendering effective services. Our children are suffering, they are not feeling it. Our money in the circles, we are not very sure. No. We in government, we are saying, these are some people that really need to be in the gallows, in the morning. Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker.
The Honorable Joshua Kimilu is now recognized to make his